Our presentation is on the New Zealand native endangered dotterel. I am Stella.
And I am Jess, and we will be presenting our project to you on the New Zealand dotterel for Conservation Week and for the Habitat Heroes competition. We hope you enjoy!
This is some of the information that we found when studying the New Zealand dotterel.
Where it lives or its habitat. The New Zealand dotterel can usually be found on beaches on the east coast of New Zealand during its breeding time, which usually runs from August to March. There are many dotterels on the Coromandel Peninsula, where we live, and if you go down to our local beach during summer, there are always dotterels. This certain type of bird likes to nest on or near the dunes. This could be because they camouflage very well in the dune grass to hide from threats.
Breeding. The native dotterel will usually lay up to 3 eggs per nest. These eggs look very similar to small pebbles and hatch approximately 28 days after they are laid. The babies can walk the same day that they hatch and are able to fly after 6 to 8 weeks. Parents lay their eggs when they are on the beaches during spring to summer or from August to March.
What they eat, aka food. The endangered dotterel eat a large range of animals, like sandhoppers, mussels, small crabs, and like most other birds, always insects.
These are some of the special behaviours that we found about the New Zealand dotterel. These birds are quite often known as small aggressive birds, but this is because when a dotterel has laid its eggs, if a human or animal comes anywhere near them or their nest, they will protect themselves and their babies by trying to chase the threat away. The New Zealand dotterel can be spotted easily because of its rapid run and the bob of its head when it stops to feed. The majority of the time this bird can be heard before it is seen due to its extraordinary camouflage on the sand.
Fun facts! Did you know that an average sized dotterel is approximately 25 centimeters in length and 145 grams in weight? This bird has a habit of running quickly and abruptly pausing to feed makes it very easy to identify it as the dotterel. The Maori name for the New Zealand dotterel is Tuturi Whatu.
These are some of the issues that we found with the New Zealand dotterel conservation and reasons why this amazing bird is becoming extinct.
The dotterel's major predators are animals such as hedgehogs, ferrets, rats, wild cats, dogs, weasels, and seagulls. They are all threats because they will either eat the eggs or destroy the habitat and nest. Some of them, like cats, can also eat the grown bird.
Humans are another large threat, not so much for eating the eggs, but for trampling the nest and crushing the eggs, reducing further reproduction.
Humans can also try harm the grown bird when it's trying to protect its babies or its nest.
Tides and waves can also wash away the nests and cause debris to crush the eggs.
This is what we did to help preserve the New Zealand dotterel.
First, we had to decide on an issue that we were going to combat, and we decided on the awareness of the public by putting a display page in one of our popular local magazines and also putting signs and fences up on our local beach.
All of the members of our team helped put together all the information and photos for the Coromandel Life article. We also tried to organise a time and date to put up the signs and fences on the local beach, but dotterels breed at slightly different times each year, and the local dotterel ranger said that they wait until they know when the nests are before they fence them off.
All of our team members helped each other to get everything done. We all helped to put together the photos and info for Tovi, and we were all at the meeting with Nick Heslop at the start.
We had quite a few problems while trying to achieve our action plan, one being the communication between us and dock rangers, but we eventually got through and sorted things out. This is the email that Nicola Miller sent us regarding the fences and signs. When we were investigating our local environment, we found that there is only one sign out of all 7 access points. When people are walking onto the beach, they will not know what the fencing is about on the 6 other access points, but the one access point that has a sign, people will be quite aware.
This is what we found when doing our action plan.
We were definitely pressed for time at the end, which made everything more of a struggle. But we did manage to get half of our plan done by sending all of the photos and info to Toby so that she could make the display page for Coromandel Life.
At the beginning of our project, we had a meeting with Nick Heslop, who is a local dock ranger. During this meeting, we discussed our plan and contact details with Nikki. After this meeting, we were sorted, knowing what we were going to do and how we were going to do it. But as the project wore on, the time pressure started to affect us, and we ended up not being able to put the signs and fences up in time.
We actually started to create the display page for the Coromandel Life, but Toby suggested that we send her all of the information and the photos that we wanted and that she would make the page for us. This page will feature in the October edition of Coromandel Life.
If we could go right back to the start of this assignment, then we would start contacting people sooner to get things organised and therefore done quicker. We would also put signs and fences up in a pottery if Tairua didn't sue, because it is a known fact that a pottery is a bigger breeding site for New Zealand dotterals, and there are some pairs that are known to breed there every year.
If we were to win the Habitat Heroes competition and win $750, we would put it towards professional signs to not only go on Tara Beach but also some other beaches around us, like a pottery and Whangamata.
If we can put these signs up, then they will let locals and foreigners know how to protect and preserve the New Zealand dotteral and its future generations. Also, these signs will help anyone who would like to help in any further way.
If they do want to help, then we will need to get further contact details to put on these signs.
If we win, then we will also need to have a face-to-face meeting with Nikki to arrange a time and date to put up fences in a pottery in Tairua.
When we were out looking for signs on our local beach, we only found one. So if we won the competition, we would also put signs at every access point on our beach.
We had a lot of help along the way of this project, and we would sincerely like to thank
Toby Daly for putting together an amazing display page, helping the New Zealand dotteral for the Coromandel Life page.
Nick Heslop for meeting with us and arranging phone calls and emails with Nikki.
Nikki Miller for giving us essential information on the breeding times and helping us to understand them.
And last but not least, Samantha Telfer for giving us ideas, entering us in the Habitat Heroes competition, and so much more. PowerPoint presentation was narrated by me, Stella.
And me, Jessica! Thanks for watching!
We hope you enjoyed!